Hey guys, I got a live market example for you. So I had actually already marked up. Um, I had marked up my charts and had already entered the trade before I even thought about recording. I just showed you I had took two previous trades the night before. So when I started recording, I figured it'd be a good example of me trading one of my false patterns. And I learned that false patterns is not my technique. But I used to think that trends, how they say trends act on every market. Right there, I'm marking up what I see as the minor resistance. But most people say trends happen on every time frame. But I don't really go by that same concept or doctrine. I don't believe in that. Well, you can have false trends, but I don't call them false trends. I call them false patterns. And so a lot of patterns traders, I think a lot of times they get confused when it comes to things like this. So at this point, I was just checking the economic calendar, just seeing what news had already came out. Was there any more news coming out? I seen it was some news coming out, but it was about an hour from now, or an hour from the time I was trading, so it wasn't really relevant to me. But yeah, trading a false pattern is basically just a pattern on a small time frame. Right now, I'm on a 5 minute time frame, so it's just a small pattern on a smaller time frame, just to grab small liquidity, just to keep going. So we all know that the market goes and it's ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and so this is just one of those. If I was seeing a pattern like that on the 4 hour time frame, I would consider it to be a trend. So I wouldn't call it like a false pattern. It'll be a trend. But the higher time frames hold more weight than the smaller time frames. So yeah. Usually on the higher time frames, false patterns. See, a false pattern on the minor time frame, it could break in either direction, right? So a false pattern can break to the upside or to the downside. It'll just completely do what it wants to do. But as long as you got your support and resistance or your structure mapped out, once it breaks that structure, and if you see, I had it break two structures, where that green zone is, and also where those pink lines are. So once it broke both structures, it pulled back. I got into the sell to take it down to the what I'm considered the break of the complete structure. At that time, we could probably see a reversal. So yeah, again, it's just one of those examples. Um, I don't even remember how much I made. I have to see when this recording stops. I think it was like $700 on this trade, 600, 700, something like that. It was 6, 7% for the account. So yeah, let's watch it. It does hit TP. And right now, I accidentally hit the little button to bring up my tools. And so it wasn't a clean, you didn't get to see it hit super clean, but you'll still get to see it hit. And it was just playing around. But I knew once it broke past that lower level of support, y'all just see me draw out. See, yeah, here we go. So now it's going to drive one through. Boom. And then I'll show you the outcome of the trade, which, yeah.